high-end, like, so are they like 69s or 70s? They're
They're
probably 69s.
70s.
They're 70s? Wow. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's it. It's like Ike dollars are worth nothing until 70 in the collector
Agreed.
market. But,
Yep.
because the 69 to 68 is like all day long. They're just common. That's all they were. So the 70 is the actual rare coin.
Yeah, for sure.
They're just common. That's all they were. Hold on. I've got a double speaker going.
Good morning, everybody.
Live?
We snuck a little. I snuck a little live in on these guys. These guys were
Oh.
talking, so I hit the button. We weren't talking about much, but I figured we'd sneak it in there for you guys.
Wait. I'm still eating my eggs here. I had no idea where we were going.
How long were we actually live for? What were we talking about? Because a
Only
lot
like
of
less
times we
than a
talk
minute.
about stuff that we shouldn't talk about on the air.
No, less than a minute. I made sure that.
Okay.
Less than a minute. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. It is Saturday morning chill. I forgot what day it is. Myself in the upper left, blue collar loser stacker in the upper right, and FISH, better known as Fish, in the bottom, also known as If You Know, You Know. Farmer Stacker was first, Littlefoot was second. It says, good morning, losers. Actually, I consider you all super losers. Kevin Hawthorne, good morning to you. Robert Roszkowski says he can't stay long, but he had to come in to see Fish. We have one of
What's
the
up?
monsters, Humble Stacker, in here. Emerald Coast, 7 stacks. Christian Virginia, good to see you. I'm sure you're driving around working as always.
Yep.
Matt Wingate, good to see you. I saw you posted a video.
Up,
I haven't got a chance to watch it yet. And I believe we are caught up with chat.
So, Fish, quick question. One of those bars is from Bobby, isn't it?
Oh, Bobby. Where is Bobby?
I met Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
Right here. That is Bobby.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm talking about one of your donated bars, I thought.
Oh, you're right. My bad. Yes, I'm sorry. Whenever I think of Bobby, I think of this one. He gave this to me. Had it custom poured, 5 ounce. Put 1 of 1 on the back. It says the ACT is for the Airborne Combat Team, which is basically this guy right here, right? Because I was part of the Airborne Combat Team, first of the 508, and so then he duplicated the unit crest on there, added the fish. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the free silver that Bobby donated to give away, which is, I'm gonna have to unpile, but it's worth it.
That's at Silvertown, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Bobby donated this to the 2026 Red Balls of Fury. It's the gall that if you know, you know, and if you don't, everyone, you just keep asking, how do you get in? And I just say, if you know, you know. And then Emerald, he's in the chat. He donated this. This sucker is incredible. Phoenix Precious Metals. There's actually a video of this bar being purchased on International Stackers channel, and myself, Emerald, and International Stacker did a collaboration video at the fun show, and we pooled our money together and we to basically try and see if we could get a deal, like get a few bucks off of the bars. So I think we got like, I don't know, maybe $10 off of these or something like that. And it was crazy because they were like 410 and we got them down to 400 on these 10 ounce bars here. And then we got a couple of these, and then we got International got the best deal. I think he got $15 taken off of an Engelhard 10 ounce bar. And then there was one other bar that we could I think the other one we had to do at 400, but everything was 400 or below, which was pretty crazy. And that was just in July. You know? Yeah. But Emerald donated this for the Fury. So that's another, so then we're at 20 ounces. And then because I don't like to be outdone by anybody, so then I donated another 10 ounces to the Fury. So the Fury is up to 30 ounces of silver, and everyone's going to want to be in it, but everyone will miss out as usual. And then they'll say, well, how did I miss out?
Yeah. I tried staying in it, man. I couldn't.
Yeah. That's the idea. It's like the Fury has never been about, it was always about kind of two things. One was trolling the trolls and kind of trolling the Gahors. So making it an impossible Fury to get into, or an impossible God to get into, except for all of the people that actually hung out around the channel and knew all the inside jokes and knew all the stuff. and knew what was coming up and knew the games and what the implications were. So because they were actually my friends, they all get it. Like, I mean, JK Pioneer, he's never missed a Fury, right? I mean, but then anyone who just kind of showed up for the free stuff could never get in. And then I would make sure there were a lot of stuff that we gave away. We've given away thousands of stuff. And I say we, I guess I'm talking about me and the Palcho, but actually not really we. We would be me and the community now, because the community continues to donate to the Fury. So yeah, it's awesome. But we're up to 30 ounces, and we haven't even started fundraising yet. That's the thing. Like, fundraising wasn't supposed to start till January. And then Emerald sent me the 10 ounce, and then Bobby sent me the 20 ounce. And Bobby says hey to everyone. He texted me yesterday. He's at a VFW event going on today, so he couldn't be here. But he wanted me to tell you guys what's up. And yeah, and then I donated a 10 to match him. So once we start donations, I hope we get up to maybe 50 ounces of silver, which would be incredible.
Well, I mean, you're already 60% of the way there.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, and I say it right. I've always historically funded it myself, so I never expect people to fund it. But it's super awesome that they have, and so that I've realized like people want to help. So I started asking, and like someone sends me an ounce here, an ounce there. I mean, it all adds up. So, and I got like big pieces from people that for the 2025 Fury that were not even in the Fury. They didn't even make it in. They just wanted to support it and be a part of it and get their name shouted out. But there'd be, but it definitely, like, there's no favor. So you can donate all sorts of stuff. It's not a free ticket to get you in. It's just an appreciate. We appreciate you. But the red balls, they are ruthless.
I noticed. Yeah. So Vegas, are you still there? Because I couldn't see you. For some, there you go. I couldn't see you along the bottom, but I guess it's just because I'm not hosting this week. I can't see it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm not familiar with the Fury. I've seen a little video about it, but I wasn't really didn't figure it all quite out yet.
Yeah, we keep it really vague. I don't put much information about it, and it's designed to where, excuse me, I just took a piece of egg down my throat or into my lungs. Excuse me. We just kind of keep it to where, like literally, it's if you know, right? So people that hang out a lot and are part of the different games and things that I do on the channel, they end up figuring it out. And I'll just say, I mean, I don't put any information out about it. So the only thing I would say is that it's going to happen next year, and we give out massive quantities of silver and gold, and hopes and dreams will be crushed. That is it, man. That is as much information as I can tell you.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but I mean, it's all there. Like it's not like a secret thing that I send private emails out. Like it's all through my channel, so it's all publicly out there.
Nothing wrong with that.
So you mentioned International Stacker before, and believe it or not, I just discovered International Stacker. I never had been subscribed to him before.
Oh, really?
Dude is off the hook, man.
Yeah. He is this guy right here, the old Crustacean Nation, I think, as it goes by. I got to meet him and actually get one of these, which was pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. What number do I have? I have number 41. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
he gets a lot of stuff.
His if you go back to his old stuff, his videos are kind of all over the place, because I think when and I'm totally speaking for him, I have no idea if this is true. I'm just this is my opinion. It seems like when he travels, because he does a lot of international traveling, you get the really exotic videos and the crazy stuff. And then when he's in town, you get more of kind of a straightforward, just pushing content type of stuff. But if you go back and those videos are great, and he gives away a lot. I mean, he gives away, I kind of always thought I gave away the most stuff, but then I saw the stuff that he gives away and I'm like, well, he might rival me. So, he gives away a lot. He has a big gala coming up. Oh, yeah. Massive amount. I guess the only difference between his gala and mine is winners take all. So if I give away 50 ounces of silver, it goes to one person. If he gives away 50, it breaks up between a bunch of people. But that doesn't crush hopes and dreams. My method crushes hopes and dreams, which is a superior method. So but when you go back to watch his old stuff, like when he was in Africa and he's in the Middle East and he's like at these gold places at an airport in the Middle East, and he's showing these like 10 Tala bars and different things like that. I don't even know if I said that right, exactly how many Talas it was, but it was like he kind of introduced me to some stuff I'd never seen before. And actually, after that, I ended up getting my first, which I've since sold it, so I don't have it anymore. But I bought my first 50-gram cast PAMP bar, and
wow.
I wish I still had it. That may be the coolest piece of gold I ever owned. It is just a 50-gram gold bar is just an amazing thing. It's so cool. It's so heavy. It's just, and being cast, but stamped with the PAMP and everything, it's amazing. But I got that by being inspired by International Stacker and looking at this stuff that he was stacking. He's definitely, he's an OG of the community. He's been around forever.
Nice. Yeah, the biggest piece of gold I ever bought was 100-gram Valcambi.
Oh, nice. Was it the cast or
gold.
was it in the assay?
No, it was in the assay. But it wasn't for me. My friend was out of town, and I saw that 100 bar was that 100 bar was in his case. I took a picture of it, sent it to my friend. He's like, "Pick it up for me. I'll give you the money when I get home." I was like, "All right."
Unfortunately, that friend wasn't me that was asking you to do that.
No, unfortunately.
Wow, Vegas, you got some deep pockets.
Damn, Vegas. Can you just get 100-gram bar?
Yeah, just pick me up one, would you? We got a good little crowd in here already. Kansas Kid, welcome in. Emerald, Matt Wingate, Silver Struck stops in to say what's up to everybody. Bellows Forge, 7 Stack says 21 in the chat, only 14 likes. JK Pioneer, good to see you. Good to see you. Robot Toaster. I saw a couple from across the pond. Where was it? Nerd UK I saw was in here. Chat, I gotta go back in chat here. Or did Nerd UK? I know I saw somebody else from the UK. Who was it? Sorcerer Stan, welcome in. I missed somebody. I know I did. I'm sorry. I missed you.
Yeah, we got a lot of familiar faces in there today, and I saw Kansas Kid was in there. Welcome, Kid.
Mishy, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Mishy. Yeah. Working Class Stack. Andy Millen.
There's a good group in there. Littlefoot in the house. Everybody, Littlefoot, aka size 7.
Size 7?
Size 7.
In women's.
Oh, women's. Silver Struck's in the house. Whoa.
Yeah.
What's up, Struck? How you doing?
McDuck in the house, man. I got the McDuck bar. Hold on. This is the McDuck bar. It's not actually, but it kind of is. Hold on. It's the 100 ducks. The 100 ducks. I always think of McDuck when I think of 100 ducks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 100-grammer. And then I think of JK Pioneer with number 49. So you're like, why do you do that, Fish? Why do you think of JK Pioneer? Well, I'll show you. Because JK sent me this.
Oh, there you go.
Tombstone, number 49.
Nice.
But we're not talking about JK. We're talking about McDuck. Yeah, McDuck. He's the man. I also have, hold on. I have something else over here, I think. Maybe.
Meandering Mark says he's here just to meander for about a minute. So thanks for stopping in.
Okay. We got people in the chat that I must shout out. We have McDuck in the chat, right? So Silver Struck right there. One of the absolute coolest channel bars, or channel rounds, I should say, in the community. We voted it. I did a competition because I love winners and losers, and we did all the channel bars against each other, and it was a channel bar, channel off. I don't know what you call it, but this thing is incredible. And he ended up beating Raven Ivy. She came in second. Yeah, and then I think I saw somebody else. Yeah, and then we have Kansas Kid in there, right?
Oh yeah.
This is the Plague Doctor.
Nice.
This bar is killer. It's an odd weight, which I like. I think it's like 196.
196.
Yeah. 196. Yep.
Yeah. Very cool.
How did the kid not steal that from you?
No, he gave it to me.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's one of his.
Yeah. Yep.
Very cool.
So we got
Don't ask
BBA. BBA's in the house. We got let's see who else.
Blister and Barnacles.
Yeah,
Mr. and
who else?
Mrs. West Texas.
Chat's going by pretty quick, man. It's
Does
hard to
anyone
read.
else wonder which one they're talking to when Mr. and Mrs. show up?
I always
Oh.
assume it's Mr., but maybe she's just sitting there hiding behind him. I don't know. Who knows? Hiding behind his name, I should say, not him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they both do
Let's
like
say
content,
Mr.
so
and
it's
Mrs., so it could be either one or both.
yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, either one or both.
They could be cooking and watching, or eating breakfast, or
Is
who
Emerald
knows?
still in the chat? Emerald.
Yeah, Emerald's there.
Okay, this is for Emerald. Just because we have Art Monk
Art Monk.
rookie card, buddy. The Art Monk rookie card. That's what I'm talking about.
What's
I don't
that,
care if
the
it's worth
red
only like
thing?
10 cents. For me, it's invaluable. Can't beat it. He was my all-time favorite receiver. Art Monk was the man. I figured Emerald would appreciate that one.
Nice.
Yeah.
So speaking of the fun show, are you going to be at the fun show this year?
Planning on it. I just have to find out the dates. My anniversary falls right around that time, so I've missed it. I've missed the winter one 2 years in a row because of my anniversary. And as a guy who's been married now, this will be my 33rd anniversary. Just a pro tip for all the dudes out there: don't miss your anniversary.
No, not unless you don't want to be married for 33 years.
Right, exactly.
Then you're
And
okay.
if you're looking for an out,
do.
if you're looking for an out, go to a coin show. But
Yeah, you can spend that day with your girlfriend if you want.
right. But that's not what I would recommend at
No.
all, and neither would Silverstruck recommend it. He would not recommend it. Not Silverstruck. Spokane. Well, he wouldn't recommend it either. But Spokane Silver Stacker.
Nice.
I have number one. I have so many number ones. Yeah. I also have this number one. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Well, you've been around for a long time, man.
I know. I brag too much because I think it's part of my one sin, or not my one, many of them, but pride and vanity, man. It's the worst. I'm a prideful, vain son of a gun.
Yeah. So what do you do to work on that? Because I know you're a Christian, man. You how do you keep that down? How do you tamp that down?
Well, so that's a great question, man. So like say if you had trouble being patient, right? And you're like, man, I have trouble being patient. So I'm going to try and be patient. Like it's kind of difficult because I'm trying to be patient. And then you're just kind of like, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy where you're going to fail at it. Right. So scripture says, Jesus said, abide in me and I will abide in you. Apart from me, you can do nothing. So the way to like, say as it relates to my wife and I, like if I'm trying to work on being a more loving husband, a more patient husband, a more whatever, right? Thinking, because we're called to be the light of Christ. The light doesn't shine inward; it shines outward. So I'm trying to direct the fruits of the Spirit outward towards people, and one of those, and that would be against pride and against all these things that I struggle with. So when he says, abide in me, I'll abide in you, there's two main ways that you do that. One is through the reading of the word. So you spend time in the scripture studying, and then the other is through prayer. And as it relates to the reading of the word, you can do that multiple ways. Like I read the Bible, but then I also listen to people who do it professionally. My pastor, all of his sermons are streamed, so I can go back and listen to his sermons. I attend a church where I'm fed the word. I host a Bible study at my house where we study the word. So just abiding in the word. And what happens is your heart becomes transformed into things, because I have a sin nature that's not going to want to do the good stuff. But through the power of the Spirit living in me, I find myself being more patient. I find myself holding my tongue. I find myself stepping back and thinking about others, which is, there's scripture where it talks about the fruits of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, self-control. It says, against such things there is no law. And what that means is that when those things are produced through the Spirit living in you, and when you're doing that, it's directed outward towards others, and so through prayer and abiding in the word, you just go through this sanctification process from the moment that you profess faith and we're saved to the moment you're he returns in glory. It's this long sanctification process, and it looks different for other people. One guy may struggle with swearing and drinking, but man, he's great on a bunch of other things. And one guy may never swear or drink, or whatever, what I'm saying? But he struggles with inward sin that you can't see as much, So everyone's road and journey is going to look different. But prayer and abiding in the word, that's the key.
There you go. That's a good way to look at it. I always try, and believe me, I'm a failure when it comes to, like you said, patience, pride, things like this, right?
Yeah.
I just try and look at and say, you know what? I'm going to put it in God's hands and let him take it. Jesus, take the wheel, in other words. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. I mean, it's like
And I'm not a big, I'm not as dedicated to faith as you are, obviously, but it's
the thing
just
to
every once in
remember,
a while,
right?
you just got to throw it to somebody else,
Well, yeah, 100%. You have. I mean, if we rely on ourselves, we just don't have the power. It's just not in our nature. It's not the way we were born. We're born with a sin nature that's going to be self-seeking. But I guess the thing I would just encourage you is that, salvation is through faith in Christ alone. So, we're all in the same boat. If you put your faith, hope, and trust in Jesus for your sins and know that he took that punishment for you and that you're clothed in his righteousness, right? We're all at the same space. But to live the abundant life, right? John 10:10 talks about the abundant life. It says the thief came only to steal, kill, and destroy, but I came to give life and life abundantly. To live that abundant life, you have to be in a relationship with Jesus. So I think some people view him as like a guy on the side and they come to him now and then. But if that was your spouse and you never talked to her, you never took him on dates, you never spent time with him, you didn't sleep in the same bed with him, you didn't live in the same house with him, but you loved him and you called him when you needed him, right? It wouldn't be much of a relationship. And I think a lot of Christians who have faith kind of put Jesus on the side and then they wonder why they struggle with things. Well, all the power is in him. So I just encourage people to realize it's truly a relationship and think of it that way, because that's what we were made for. When Adam was born or created and he opened his eyes, it was when God had breathed the life into him and he opened his eyes and he was face to face with his maker, right? So we were made for that face to face relationship. So that's just my encouragement to people, is pursue it as a relationship.
Right. And that's part of my problem, because much like I am a stacker of convenience, I'm a believer of convenience. You know what I mean? It's like, like you just said, when you need him, you turn to him, but he's not part of my everyday life.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I got a quick question for you.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
How did you and Thousandaire get to be such he's been pumping you a lot. How did that come about? Is that just from him watching your content and liking it, or?
Yeah, basically. Well, no, no. I would say it would be first from me watching his content and liking him. He had no idea who I was. And I would comment a lot, and then he's very engaging in the community. And then he just kind of found my channel, figured out who I was. People would kind of talk about me and just mention, oh, fish, this and that, and first you had to figure out who I was, because my channel name said mistakes were made stacking, but I go by Fish. So, cause I was using my other channel when I first met him. And then, so it's just kind of like, it just kind of evolved through him being, running an amazing channel where he promotes community. And what I like about him is that we have a very similar vision for what the stacking community can be. Now, I think he has a little bit different vision as far as the size and the way he approaches it, but ultimately it's about being authentic, being real, and he produces different type of content than I produce, but it's about community. And so truly building community where, for me, and so we had that in common. I think he sensed that, but it definitely wasn't because he heard of me and he started he's fangirling over Fish. It was that I found his channel first and started talking, just leaving comments, and he's super engaging. And then he figured out who I was. He started watching mine, realized, wow, this guy's doing some of the same stuff I'm doing, and he's into the same things. And it just kind of, So, and then just because he was super gracious, he has a huge platform comparative to me. He just started pumping me up. I did a video where I was trying to hit my And this, here we go again. Here's my pride. And I'm super proud of the fact that I've been able to hit my 4,000 watch hours every time I've gone for monetization in the past, which was 2 other times before I hit my 1,000 subs. So I was about to do it again. And it's really a testament to the community. And I just really appreciate how everyone watches my videos and gives me like, and just pumps my watch hours up on a very limited number of subscribers. So I talked about that. And then he was like, oh, you don't have 1,000 subs yet, but you're going to hit your 4,000. He's like, I don't think so. You're going to hit your subs first. So then I was like, oh man, I'm going to fail on this one. But I actually did hit my 4,000 watch hours before, but he probably threw 100 subs at me just from shouting me out. And I went from like 750 to 850 or something like that, 850 to 950 really quickly through him just being super cool and pumping me up. And it was awesome because it helped. I mean, I did need my subs to get monetized, but I knew I would hit my subs in time. That's just, you'll hit that. But the watch hours is what I was really proud of. So I was able to hit my watch hours before, and that goes back to my pride of feeling good about myself. But yeah, that's kind of why.
Yeah,
I use that question as an opportunity to talk about myself.
Well, that's what else is there to talk about, really?
Yeah, I know.
There's nothing
We're here to
wrong
hear
with
about you, so.
I know. I'm just kidding. Yeah, but yeah, so that's real. I mean, Thousandaire, he's awesome. I love his channel. I loved what he's doing. And yeah, and he helped me, but I hit my hours and so I guess it kind of bleeds into something else. And you didn't ask this, but you're asking about him and kind of how that meshed. Is that like what I struggled in the past with this idea of making money on YouTube. I don't know why. I just felt like, because I felt like I'm like everyone that's in here with me on my channel, like it was a very small knit community of people. Like we're all the same. Like I'm not any different than anybody. So we're all in this together, right? And so we're all watching each other's videos and laughing and bantering back and forth. And we have different like storylines going on between different channels. And one person puts out a narrative about something, the other person does a follow-up video on it. Next thing you know, everyone's doing it, and then we just keep that stuff going, and then I'm making money off it, and other smaller channels aren't, and I always just struggle with that. Like that just doesn't seem right. And I can't. So then I would monetize, and then I demonetized. I did that a couple times and nuked my channels and stuff. But Thousandaire really inspired me that you can do this in a way that's authentic, and yeah, it's okay if you make money on it. There's nothing wrong with it, and that's good. But just don't be like a shill that's kind of just not authentic and pumping whatever. He's really anti big bullion channels, and I agree with him that you can kind of maybe compromise your integrity a bit. I don't know, maybe to the extent that he talks about it, but that's all right. We can disagree on some things, but I do see his point, and I don't ever plan on taking sponsorships from big bullion companies or anything like that. I'm kind of buying into that philosophy that he's talking about. So he really pushed me, inspired me that, what, I can do this in a way that's fun, that's enjoyable. And the bottom line is that we're all friends and people want to see other people succeed. So, people want to see me succeed just as I want to see other people succeed, and I think one of the things that I like about Thousandaire is that he engages smaller channels, which is what I've always tried to do. Like I had a thing going for a long time called, it was like the hashtag small channel mafia, and that we were going to be big, even though we were small. And our strength was in like our numbers, like the number of us who were part of this, and our watch hours would be huge, and they would be bigger than the channels that have 5,000 followers, but no one watches their videos, because they just do gauze for followers and shout outs to get followers and all this stuff. And they get all these followers, or some people are buying followers, which is crazy to me that they're spending money on some advertising person to buy you followers. And so that like Thousandaire, that whole mentality of just like embracing that within the community is kind of what my vibe, kind of what I'm into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's real big on no sponsorship, which is cool, why not? I mean, you make little from YouTube, very little, but there's no need to go all out. But I get it, that's what some people are in it for.
Yeah, but you know what? I look at a guy like Dub C, right? Dub C could be monetized. He doesn't monetize. And he just doesn't want it, like you said, Fish. He doesn't want to be making money off of what he's doing, and I get that. But you know what? That money is just going to waste because
Someone's making money.
YouTube is using, they're making it no matter what. So if you don't want to keep the money,
everybody.
I get it. If you don't want to keep the money, you could take the money and put it to some good use. Donate it to a homeless shelter. Don't, buy silver with it and use it as giveaways, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just seems like a waste to let YouTube or Google, a huge corporation, just take it from you.
Yeah,
that's
I know.
what it is,
I agree.
right?
Yeah.
It's straight Google.
Yeah,
No, it's
I
different,
agree.
like if,
I agree for sure.
If SD Bullion comes knocking and says, "Hey, Fish, we like what you're doing. We're going to give you $5,000 a month to put our logo in your videos," are you going to pass that up, or are you going to take that $5,000 a month and do good with it?
Honestly, I'd probably pass that up.
You would?
Yeah. I mean, so I have a different. So I think Vegas, you just said you can't make a lot of money on this, right? And I disagree. I think I have a different philosophy that I think is unique within the community. I'm not sure if anyone else has thought about this or thinks about this, but first of all, subscribers do not matter as far as the number, right? My subscribers matter to me as individuals, but as far as a number, like you have 1,000, you have 10,000, it does not matter. You don't make any money based upon how many subscribers you have. You can have all these subscribers. Now that might get you some sort of sponsorship, but that doesn't get you ad revenue. Right? You don't make it. You make it off of watch hours, off of views. And there's actually this technical thing they use. But basically, if people are watching your videos, you're making money. If they're not watching your videos, you're not making money, regardless of the amount of subscribers you have. So I feel like you can have a fairly small channel. And if you do content and create a sense of community, but it has to be authentic, like real, not some sort of fake, contrived thing where you and your buddies all watch each other's videos. You engage with small channels. Smaller channels pump your watch hours, and I don't think that bigger channels realize that. Thousandaire gets it totally, but a lot of larger channels don't get that. They don't realize that the people that are watching on YouTube the most content are people like myself. I just went over 1,000 recently, but a channel that's got 600, 700, 800 subscribers, and I'm actively involved in the community. Like I watch other people's videos. I watch the entire video. I'll listen to them in the car. I'll listen to them while I'm driving. They get their watch hours in through me. And so I know where my watch hours are, and it's the type of numbers that will get you money. I don't think it's unreasonable that I could make $1,000 a month. I don't think that's unreasonable at all. And that would be good money. And I don't think it would, people look at that money and think you have to have a huge channel. No, you just have to have a channel that people want to watch. And they're only going to want to watch it if you're engaged in their channels. So if you can be engaged with other people and be a part of a community, I think there's a way to build an authentic channel where people watch it and they enjoy the content. But you have to be engaged with other people too. And you don't have to have a massive channel to make decent amount of money. I think since I flipped on my ads, I'm in 4 days, like $78.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah,
right? Right?
Yeah, that's damn impressive. I don't think I got $78 in the last 3 months.
Maybe it's just me because I don't know. Once I got monetized, I didn't even really. I guess I pushed so hard to get the hours and the views and the subscribers that once I got it, I'm just like, all right. It just sort of I had to take a break. I'm done.
JK says I'm giving away the secrets here. But it's the truth, right? That if like small channel mafia is the way to go. Big channels that are just that don't I like to know everyone. I like to be able to that engage in my comments. I like to know everyone, and if you can know all those people, that leads me to another topic. It's my favorite topic: banning people. Do you guys ban people?
That was going to come up. I was going to ask you about that because you're.
I never ban anybody.
Oh man, I love to ban people. And so, but it actually goes back to my philosophy of community, right? So there's several things that get people banned immediately. And I don't even think twice, right? I don't give them, there's no second chances. There's nothing. Unless you're my buddy. Like if Kansas Kid drops into the chat and does this, it's fine. We're joking. I get it. But if you drop into the chat and you talk about me to the chat, but not to me, like, what's this guy thinking? He's crazy. And I don't care if you disagree with me, but you're not actually talking to me. It would be like if the three of us were standing in a circle and Blue Collar Stacker is talking about me to Vegas in a negative manner while I'm right next to him and not looking at me, talking to somebody else, right? That'd be super disrespectful. So if you come into the comment section, engage with me because I'm the one that's reading them. I'm the one that's replying. So if you're talking about me to other people and not talking to me, I don't even, you're gone. And I probably kicked out 30 people just for that. Like, that's just, you're gone, because that tells you what type of person that is. And they may be a great human being, but they're just not YouTube material for Fishtown. You know what I'm saying? They could be an amazing human being and they're just putting something on there, but it just shows they're just not my type of people as it relates to the community. So that's the first thing that gets you. The second thing is if you're just like, if you pop in arrogantly and immediately brag about how large your stack is, you're gone. Like if you're arrogant towards me or towards other people about the subject and you're bragging about how big your stack is, and especially it's normally people that don't have content, right? These are not people that actually make content. These are people that don't, and they're gone immediately. I don't even care. I don't care how big your stack is because
what if somebody comes in, like say you do a video on Dos Pesos, right?
Yeah.
What if somebody comes in and says, "Oh, I love Dos Pesos. I picked up like 30 of those fuckers the other day."
No, that'll be good. That'll be fine. Because they're talking to me and they're not, and they're saying, hey, that's great. And now, even if they said, man, I don't like those Dos Pesos. That's a stupid thing. But but they talk to me and they're just having a normal dialogue. Like if you and I were talking and I said something to you and you disagreed, you'd be like, bro, I don't agree with that. And here's what I think. Yeah. But you wouldn't like start screaming at me in my face. And some of these comments come across like they're screaming at me. And so other people are like, all press is good press. I don't believe that. I believe it creates a negative environment, negative energy in my community of people. And I don't want that. I only want positive. Now, I love disagreement. I've continued to do these videos that create discussion. And like, I have one series called Fish Bait, see who takes the bait, and then I've got another series where I do hot takes. And I take a fairly harsh position on the subject. And this is all nerdy stuff, right? We're talking coins and 90% silver or gold or whatever. And then everyone gets after me. And there's a lot of healthy debate and discussion. And I'm all fine with that. And I'm okay if someone's like, dude, I just bought 30 of those. I may not believe them, but I'm not going to ban them. It's when they just come in with a lot of arrogance and they're not actually trying to be part of the community and being like a nice, respectful person. And I'm not like the morality police. I mean, people can come in and drop an F-bomb. I'm not going to, but they could, and there can still be a nice guy and be respectful. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But I really think that I wish the whole community would do that and just ban all these people, because the interesting thing that happens is after you ban people for now I've gone through this, I think this is my fourth time now with different channels. After you ban people really harshly for 3 months, there's like a finite number of trolls, and then they're all just gone. And then you get to a point where it's just very, very much on occasion that you ban people. It's not that often, because you've already banned them. And I go by Fish, right? But that's not my channel name. So then even if they create a new channel, it's actually hard to find me. It's very difficult to find my channel, which is a key to staying small. Make it difficult for people to find your channel, which I've always pushed that concept. And people think that's counterintuitive to grow in your channel, but it's not. It creates, you focus on quality friendships, right, within the community, which is going to pump up your watch hours. Mm-hmm. But you actually create genuine friendships. I mean, with people that, like, half these people in the chat here, well, not half, but there's a bunch of them. I got their cell phones. They got mine. They can call me. They can text me. We're talking offline about stuff. I mean, I was just talking, I don't want to start name dropping, but I was just texting with Silver Struck, just texting with Kansas Kid. I mean, being Becky, I meet up with her see her at coin shows. JK, he's got my number, so you create a community of people that are trusted, and you got to be prudent with that and be careful, because we are online. It's not, there's stuff to consider, but I think when you do those sorts of things, you end up weeding out all the trash.
Yeah,
I wouldn't disagree. I haven't put out enough content lately to come across that, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Vegas, who could be offended by you? You know what I'm saying? You're the most mellow dude I know.
Well, when
There's
you
no
when
way
you put when
anybody
you
could
put
ever be offended by something you say.
Oh, I
when you
know
Except
put out
one
a
guy that I
video,
know. I only know one guy that you rub the wrong way.
you only know one guy.
I only know
Who it-
one guy.
One guy.
One
Who,
guy.
can,
That's
can I guess who it is?
good.
Yeah.
Is it Patriot Stacker?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Or no,
No.
Patriotic Stacker.
No, it's
Oh, okay.
one of our former co-hosts.
You call him libs.
I rub lips the wrong way. Lips and I message
Oh,
all the time.
I have.
Vegas
Not
rubs him
you,
the wrong
me.
way.
Oh,
He was talking
Vegas
about
did.
me, not you, Fish.
Yeah, Vegas.
Oh, I'm like, man, I'm like, you just crushed me. I'm like, I was just messaging with Libs 2 days ago.
No. Now
No,
we know
I've,
the patriotic stacker is your rival, though.
No. I didn't. I had no issues with him. The problem was that he was in cahoots. Not, and I say cahoots. Some of the people that he hung out with in the community, I wasn't down with because they were very toxic and I mean, it was an open thing, right? That guy came on and confessed all of his sins to the world and the whole thing. And he actually said in his video, not Patriarch Static, this other dude, I'm not gonna mention his name, but he said, he even credited Fish. He goes, Fish talked to me about this and told me I was right, or told me not to do this, and Fish was right. I should have listened to him. But I'm not gonna have people in my life that are looking to like corrupt my life. And so I had nothing against Patriotic. I just stopped following him because of his association with this other guy. That's it. It was not personal with Patriotic. So I literally I think he's a nice guy. I have no issues with him at all. None.
I didn't even know you had issues with anybody. I'm out of the loop.
Well, I'm a happily married man for 30 something years. So you don't come, that, yeah, no, there's some stuff going on that was not cool. And everybody knows about it.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Everybody knows about it because he confessed to all his stuff. And so look, there's just no. So I was like,
yeah, now I know.
There's some hard lines that you draw in life, and that the individual that I'm talking about. I mean, I had a full on conversation with him. I told him to repent. I told him he was going to go to hell. I told him. I mean, I was very blunt with him. I said, look, I wish you all the best in life, and I hope you change. I said, but you and I are no longer friends. Peace.
Yeah, there was some swinging things going on.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. And so I was just like, look, and I'm no saint, and I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I've had to atone for them and all sorts of stuff. So I'm not. I told him, look, I'm not saying I'm better or anything. I'm just saying where I'm at in life, I want nothing to do with that. And so much so, I'm not just going to be friends with you. You are now excommunicated out of my life. And so I disassociated with anyone he was associated with. And that was just like casualties of war, so to speak. Like I had no issues with those other people, but I was like, look, you're friends with them. I don't trust him. So that makes it suspect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just, you just draw hard lines sometimes. And it wasn't personal. So that was the only guy. I probably shouldn't have mentioned his name but I just knew because he did some streams and talked about me, and he didn't talk negative. He was just like, I don't know what Fish's problem is. Why is Fish had a problem with me? Which I didn't. I just unfollowed him. And sometimes that creates an issue,
Are you sure that's not Libs? I mean,
No.
we got
You know what? I get what you're saying though about that, because it's like if you're trying to stay clean or not drink, you don't want to hang out with alcoholics and drug addicts.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's
all the alcoholics and drug addicts.
Yeah, no offense to the meth heads, but yeah, it's exactly right. And so you gotta, I've got on the inside of my right bicep, it's Proverbs 4:23. It says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. So, the stuff you put into your mind and the stuff and the people that you associate with that you think, well, we're just friends. No, that's influencing you on some level. It's normalizing things that shouldn't be normalized in your mind, because now you're like, we can associate. That's okay. No, you can't. Some people you just don't associate with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like
you got to set your own standards.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but no, I try not to have any problems with anybody, which is why I just ban people when I don't get along with them. That way, the only people I'm ever interacting with are people that I like, in that I try and be gracious and kind to people, and people can disagree with me, and we can debate or whatever, and not everyone has to be perfectly like my personality and all that stuff. But, I'm not going to ban people for that. It's just the weirdos, you're gone.
Yeah, I don't blame you. When I asked that question, there was quite a few people that guessed who I rubbed the wrong way. That's funny.
Well, dude, it's not like it's pretty well known. It's not a secret.
Not a secret? Oh man, I
Not a
thought it was a
secret.
secret.
No.
I thought it was a secret.
So Bullion Baby just asked something. No, man, that is not why. I know what you're talking about, because I know you did. But that's not, well, okay. That's not that I don't want to meet up with you. I think we have one opportunity, and it just didn't work out. Like, with my business, I can be like, have plans, and then a customer calls me and all plans are off. And so oftentimes, and I don't remember exactly what it was, why we couldn't meet up, but we had planned to meet up and it just didn't work out. I think you met up with Pirate Stacker, but it just didn't work out with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you were in town, man, I would meet up with you, man. No issues, Bullion Baby.
Well, speaking of Pirate Stacker, now that you mentioned him,
Yes.
he's been dropping some gardening videos, but he really kind of has stepped back from the stacking videos. I'm kind of missing him.
Yeah, I'm trying to lure him back in. I think, and this is just me speaking for Pirate, he's a passionate guy about whatever he's into. And then what he's not into at the moment is just like, he ain't into it, which I get. I mean, I think we're all to an extent like that. And so stacking required, like, to have a stacking channel, it requires that you are somewhat engaged into that. And he kind of went in another direction, decided life is short. He's got some deaths in the family, that he's talked about this stuff, some issues, friends that have passed away, different things. And he's like, I just want to spend my time and money with my family. So he's become a vacation monster. He's just going on vacations, making memories, doing all these things. But, which I know nothing but respect for that. I mean, those good memories that he's making with his daughter and his wife. I mean, life is short. If something happened to him, they would always have those memories and know that he loved them, and he put spending time with them above anything else. Yeah. So that's kind of where he's at. But with that said, he did mention to me specifically, I'll share his private text to me. He said that, hey, maybe we'll go to the fun show here in January, and I'll get the bug again. So he did say that.
Yeah, I hope
maybe
so.
there's a
Actually,
comeback.
I kind of hope to see him again over there at the fun show.
Well, the thing is, it's like, I get it. If you've been stacking like a maniac and then you try and back off a little bit, it almost seems like, so wait, I was going from buying, 20 ounces of silver a month to now I'm just buying 1 ounce a month. Yeah, man, just buy 1 ounce a month, just start working at it. You can do content with just little by little, you can talk about the latest, you can show what you picked up. But I think, again, I'm totally speaking for him, but just, I know him pretty well. So he's a great dude. But I think he has the type of personality that it's like, I think he's keeping himself in check, right? Because he doesn't want to spend the money. He wants to use his money in a certain way, and he knows if he gets back into the stacking thing, he's going to be drawn into it. And he's going to start spending more and more money than he needs to be. That's my opinion. He could tell me if that's correct or not. But I think there's something to that. So I don't know. But I told him, look, man, nowadays with the way the price of silver is, the half ounce is the new 1 ounce, and quarter ounce and 1/10 are not crazy. And I know people say, oh, they're the premiums. There are literally 0 premiums in Florida at the shop that Pirate goes to, and I go to that shop too, Oviedo Rare Coins and Collectibles, on 1/10, 1/4, half ounce. It's the exact same premium as 1 ounce. So if they're selling it at melt, they're selling 1/10 at melt. They're selling quarter ounce. They're selling half ounce at melt. Those premiums only apply online. When you go to the local shops, what I've seen, the 2 main dealers I go to, it doesn't matter what size of silver it is. It's a flat premium across everything. So, so I say that to say, like, I told Pirate, I'm like, man, you could just pick up a quarter ounce here or there, and stop getting a Slurpee or whatever. And I just say that. I don't think you drink Slurpees, but at the gas station, stop grabbing a Diet Coke at the gas station and use that money to buy a 1/10 ounce or a quarter ounce. I mean, that stuff adds up, just skip the drive-through one time and make a sandwich at home, and use that $20 you would have spent, and you could pick up, a couple quarter ounces or something, you know? So I think for people that think you have to stack like crazy to stack, it's just not true. I think one of the problems is stacking is so fun and so enjoyable. It sucks you in, you know, and then you start buying more and more. And so I think he's just trying to keep himself in check, but I hope he gets back into it just for one. Obviously, selfishly, I love Pirate Stacker. So his content, him being a part of the community, us hanging out, doing videos together at the barbecue joint, all that stuff. I miss that, you know, talking metals and all that. I mean, it's such a great time. So it's been, I get it, but also just for himself. I mean, it's a great, and the benefits of stacking are awesome. So if he can go about it slowly, and I would encourage anyone, if they struggle with it, just take it little by little. You know, even if you're just doing an ounce a month or a half ounce a month, whatever. I mean, there's 90% that's on sale right now, right? So you can buy dimes and quarters and stuff and just start building a stack, and you'll be glad you had it. I've never met anyone that's like, oh, dang it, I got a massive pile of silver.
Damn, I got all this silver. What am I going to do with it?
What am I going to do? Oh, man, I mean, can you believe it? I got all, man, I'm screwed, you know? I'm
What are
totally
you going to do
screwed.
with all that?
I don't know what I'm going to do with all that.
Where are you going to put it all?
Silverstruck, thanks for popping in. Said he had to go about his day, but we greatly appreciate you being in here as always.
Hey, Struck, we appreciate you, brother.
Big crowd in here today. Almost, it was around 30. So let me see who else. Southeast Stackins joined in. Bullion Baby, of course, we mentioned you. I saw B Taylor
Hey, B.
hopping in. B Taylor, good to see you as always. Who else? I saw some new names, but it went by so fast I forgot where they went. I think I mentioned Cartier's in here. Did I mention Cartier? Cartier's in here.
Yep, he was definitely in here. There
I
he
think
is.
I caught up. Oh, Thousandaire was in here. Thousandaire said he was watching while getting ready for work, I believe, if I remember correctly. We were talking about you, Thousandaire. You must have heard your ears burning, so you hopped on in. Being Becky is here as well. Haven't seen you in a while, Being Becky. Hope all is well.
Hopefully, we'll everybody.
Getting ready for work.
I was going to say, hopefully, all of us Florida people will be able to meet up at the fun show. That would be cool. I know it would be probably better to do it at a local show, but you know, we got to take what we get. You know.
The fun show is, when is the fun show actually?
It's January. Let me see it. I think it's the end of January. I got to look it up. Vegas usually quicker than that.
I'm looking it up right now. Fun Show Orlando 2026. 71st Fun Show.
SGTs, thanks for stopping in. Hope the WWP benefit goes well. Emerald Coast says fun is going to be bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a problematic date for me, but it's 4 days, so I can make this work. Yeah, for sure. I'm going to make this work. We'll have to figure out which dates. So it's January 8th through the 11th.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah,
that's good.
The 8th is a Thursday. So Friday I'll be busy, but Thursday or Saturday I can probably do. And I would love to meet up with everybody. You know, that would be cool.
Yeah, we got to put that together. I know Cartier. He was looking to get a meetup going with all, you know, just all of us Florida cabal people.
Hey, is Bullion Baby still in the chat?
There's a lot of stackers in Florida, that's for sure.
Hey, Bullion Baby, if you're in the chat, say, hey.
Put a 1 in the chat.
I'll tell you in 1 second. They're still here.
Bullion's still here? Okay. So we're doing live. Okay. So Bullion, you said, where's the new intro and outro? Love any and all outro. Combi grams or so. So to answer your question, Bullion Baby, I've been doing, and this would be my pro tip for any content creators. Videos don't take that long to make, so I stack them up and I do several in a row. So those are all videos I recorded like previously before that new intro and outro, before I had them, and so they're already scheduled. Like I have another video scheduled tomorrow that was done like a week ago, something like that. So yeah, that's why I would have had to pull the videos down to add that intro outro to it. So that's why today's video doesn't have that. But so any videos after Monday should have the new intro and outro, is the answer to your question.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
So you're dedicated to the quality of your videos. I don't do intros. I don't do outros.
So it's funny. It brings up a interesting. So Emerald's still in that. Yeah. Okay. So I've been talking. Emerald, like basically, it was like you ever have a friend that needs to be like slapped silly, or slapped straight, like wake up and slapped across the face. So I did this. I discovered this AI thing and I sent it to and I was talking to this guy who was helping me out with it, figure out how to do it. So then I created this like AI intro, but then I ran out of credits because these AI apps have like credits, and so then I wasn't able to really continue it to kind of go in maybe the direction I wanted to go. But I kind of pulled something together. I sent it to Emerald. Emerald's like, "What are you doing? That is not who you are. That you are famous for having no intro and no outro. You are just turn on the thing and there's your desk, and you're compromising all integrity of the person and the man I know." He didn't say all that, but and so I was like, "Bro, you're right. What am I doing?" But I always have had an outro, and I always wanted something that when you flipped on the video, there was something. So I created a 6-second intro outro, which are nothing more than just my logo for 6 seconds, and then my Bricktown Silver, my ode to Bricktown Silver is the outro, just in case he ever watches my videos to the end. He'll see that and he'll know that's for him. That's the only reason why I have that outro, and anyone else who knows Bricktown sees that and knows that's from him. But yeah, I'm with you. Like, I really don't think you need a lot of like production. You just need a quality video. You can have the most crazy production if your content sucks, no one's going to watch it. So I've tried to keep it very minimal. And my new intro is, like I said, it's only 6 seconds, which might be 1 second too long. I may need to cut it down to 5.
Yeah, Southeast says too long and too loud. That's what he don't like.
Yeah. So I try and keep it really simple, but I've kind of standardized on my neon sign, which is a tattoo that's on my leg, as my brand, along with my fish signature. Those two things are kind of my, as far as branding is concerned. So I just wanted like a real quick, just you turn on the video, you see my logo, that tattoo and the neon sign, and that's it. Real quick.
And you got that tone at the end too. What's the deal with that tone?
That was the outro that Bricktown Silver used. Now his outro was like 20 seconds long of that tone, but that's what he used. So it would just come in on the camera would come in on that American Indian thing, and that's this thing they did with televisions back in the day. And so it would come in on that, and he would just zoom in slowly on that chief. I think he's part Native American, or he's just from Indian country. I'm not exactly sure, but so that was his, and so I stole that, and then and I was using that for a while, and then what I did was I put the sound behind my outro, which is that neon sign. So I was using his outro, and then I changed it to his sound behind my sign that he would know what that is. But I'm just trying to lure him back to the community. But
Bricktown was another one that I wasn't familiar with until you dropped him in your video the other day. The size of that stack of eagles.
Did you see that eagles? So I counted that up. I had it at 120 plus tubes. It was hard to tell. I know there was at least 120 tubes. That's 6 monster boxes, right?
Yeah.
So and that's just his eagles, right? He's taken out a 50 cal ammo can of prospectors, and the whole thing is prospectors. He's done 10-ounce bars, like pyramid bars, where he had I don't know, 130, 140 10-ounce bars. He's done, like, he has more constitutional, I think, than lying around in his seat cushions of his house than probably anyone has in their entire stack. I mean, I don't know what it is. I'm just making it up because who knows what. But if I think about all the different things he's shown, and he was a very authentic dude. There wasn't, this is his stuff, right? I think he's Kansas Kid knows him personally, which is super cool. But as does Mad Stacker. I'm like, I think he's got 15,000 ounces. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. I have no idea, but it's a lot.
Might be more than that.
It could be 20,000. I mean, that what I loved about him, and it goes back to that community, and like, he was my favorite channel, and he had 300 subs, right? And he hands down I think the greatest channel that's ever existed in the community. Didn't matter what video I did. And I knew he would come back with a better one. So he would always trump me, which was so cool and so awesome to see. So I did one about stacking cash one time. And I didn't put a lot of cash on the table, but there might have been, I was talking about having dry powder. And so I think it was like $5,000 that this is 5,000 I would have spent over the last 6 months, but I didn't. And here's the cash. And I'm showing him, we showed a little medals, maybe just talking about the concept of that. You got to, waiting for those dips and taking advantage of them. He comes back with a video, pulls out an ammo can of cash, and he just throws down like $40,000 of cash right on the thing. And he's like, "Oh, Fishy Fish is talking about stacking cash," and he just starts dropping cash. I'm just like, it doesn't matter what you show, he's got more of it. So cool.
Space Miner, what's up? Space Miner just dropped in. The Acadian Carpenter is here as well. So how did you come about this Poucho thing? The Poucho thing has taken over the community for sure.
Yes. I love it. I love it. It's amazing. It's Senior Poucho has been around for a long time, back to 2020. And it's just great. I want to see people stacking pouches, just filling them up with gold. I mean, it's what they're made for, It's what they're made for. And you can put, I reckon, I don't know how long it would take me. There's, I think, over 3 ounces in here, just about. You could probably put at least 10, 15 ounces of fractional in here in this little pouch, probably 10. That's crazy. The amount that you can put in a little, and it just shows you how much gold versus silver takes up, space wise. It's crazy. But yeah. The Pouchos, Senior Poucho was a character. I used to have like basically talking puppets, and I used to actually, it was so funny. My kids would watch my videos and just it was like, it was almost embarrassing because, they're seeing a side of me that, I'm serious dad all the time, and here I am, and I would do a voice for Senior Poucho. So he would be talking and we would have a full on conversation back and forth, and then he would get belligerent and then I would punish him and all this stuff. And it was like an ongoing thing. But no, that didn't seem to take off, right? No one else wanted to have talking Pouchos on their channel, although I did it for many years. But what really took off is when I just started telling people that basically I freed them. I said, look, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. You need a Poucho. And then I put all the links, Amazon links, to where they can buy them through my channel. And people started buying them. And I think this is a little funny thing. I've made like $15 in commissions so far off of Pouchos, and I think 25 have been sold through my channel.
There you go. That's awesome.
Yeah. People buying these things. Excuse me. I'm filling them up.
When I knew you were coming in, my idea was to get a Hello Kitty purse and put all my fractional silver in it. Put all these little grammars in there. I got about 300 grams in there.
Yeah. Well, they make all different sizes, right? Like this little Poucho. So this one, a bunch of people in the community have this. I sent these to them, but he's a little guy, and you could probably have in something like this. You could easily have. Well, let's just for fun. Let's just see. Okay, we're gonna dump. We're dumping Speedy into. Yeah. So check this out. So that little Poucho. I could probably triple that I just put in him, which means you could have close to 10 ounces of gold in this thing.
Right. So that's a testament to you can walk away with 40, 50 grand in gold in your pocket. Nobody will even know you got it.
Exactly. When they talk about bug out, you grab and go, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's
the one bad thing about silver. And my stack is so diversified right now. I got so much crap. I gotta thin the herd. I really do.
That's not crap.
No, I know what you're saying, but dude, I'm at a safe space. I'm like basically packed to the walls. Yeah, it's not good.
That's OJ's fault.
I don't care whose fault it is. I got to do something about it.
It's funny you room. I'll find a spot for it.
It's funny you say that, Blue Collar, because I used to think like, Man, what are these people complaining about? Like, you just get a safe, buy another safe. I mean, safes don't take up that much space. Like, if you can fill an entire safe, wow, that's a lot. But the thing is, like, depending on what you're stacking and what you have, I mean, if you have just a straight stack of 10-ounce bars that can just be stacked in a safe, yeah, you can, one safe can probably hold, you know, a tremendous amount. But the reality is, like, you're putting things in ammo cans, you're separating them, you have boxes and packaging that some stuff comes with, you got, not everything fits the same way. You end up with a lot, you know. And then if you have like the guardhouse boxes with the bars, or you have a PCGS, you know, like these things, I mean,
Oh, slabs,
you know,
forget it.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you got all that. I mean, that it takes up space, you know. So
it does.
yeah, no, you're right. But it's amazing, I mean, how much value you can have in just a really small.
Yeah, okay. Let me show you the ultimate. This is the ultimate loser stack item. I gotta get up to get it.
The loser stack. All right, hold on. Speedy is pissed. Hold on.
So how did you come across Speedy? How did you come across this pouch?
Well, it started with Senior Palcho, and then Senior Palcho is a larger version of this, and a really nice one. And I'm like, this will be great to put my. Okay, no, you know what? That's a great question. There actually is a backstory that I forgot about. So there's a guy, I forgot his name, and I was kind of buddies with him for a little bit, and then we just kind of faded away on YouTube in the early days. And he kept all his gold in a Dixie cup.
Nice.
A red Solo, like, or like a red Solo cup. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so imagine a red Solo cup with 200 1/10 Eagles, couple hundred Dos Pesos, couple hundred 20 francs, right? You can fit all of that in a Dixie cup. And he would pour that Dixie cup out on like a bed and like just pour it out. It would be like you're pouring out a drink of just like you're pouring out like a what do you call it? Like a shake or something, you know. It would just come out like lava, gold lava. It would just come out, and it was so much. And I was so enamored with how amazing it looks to have like quantity. And that's really what really started driving me towards fractional gold, was to see that much gold, but in fractional form. And just, I mean, he must have had 600 pieces of gold in that cup, you know. And looking back on it now, doing the math, who knows how much that was worth? It's a tremendous amount. And so I was talking to him, and I said, I got this leather pouch, you know, and he said, yeah, just start filling it up. And then I started doing content with and I named him Senior Palcho, because I filled him with Mexican gold. So stacking Dos Pesos, Dos Tomatoes, Cinco. So he was Senior Palcho. So that's kind of how that came about. And then as I had these storylines, I eventually brought in Speedy, the little mouth, and named after Speedy Gonzalez. And we had a back during the woke years when cancel culture was trying to cancel Speedy Gonzalez. I don't know if you guys remember that, but so I started a campaign of Viva la Speedy, brought out the Speedy pouch, started filling him up with stuff. And then Speedy and Senior Palcho, I would do these, you know, like stop motion videos are.
Yeah,
I think that's what they're called.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and nowadays I could have done it so much simpler, right? But back in the day, the phone I had and the editing software, I would take like 500 photos and then piece them all together into a video. And I would make Senior Palcho and Speedy like dance together. They would barf up all their gold. They would eat their gold back up. And then Speedy would climb inside of Senior Palcho. Then he would climb out of it, and they would all leave the table and disappear. And it would end up being like a 30-second clip, of which really took like 500 photos to compile it together. And so that's just kind of how it was all born. And they became two characters that interacted together on my channel for a while, and they become fan favorites. But to your point, Vegas, I mean, imitation is a sincere form of flattery. I love to see so many people are busting out pouchos, and I think people just thought it was off limits. Like, I don't want to copy Fish, you know. So I think once I told people, no, you're not copying me, man. You're just make it your own, do it, fill it. It's awesome. You'll love it, you know. And people, it just took off.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, no, that it's a cool idea. The concept of it. It's just like I kind of feel weird, like going out and buying a poucho because I don't want to be a bandwagon guy. You
Well,
know?
yeah, yeah, I get it. But so yeah, you
I
you,
think
you can kind
Southeast
of like
worth it.
you can. I mean, you can come up with your own system, or it's not. I mean, not everyone's gonna want to do it, but what I've seen is that, like, and going back to when we talked about content and we talked about community and stuff, and that when we all share ideas and share content ideas, and like it's good. It makes for some people, no one in particular, I'm not talking about anyone, just different things I've done in the past. Sometimes people get it, and like they'll take an idea and run with it, and it's like, yeah, perfect. And other times people take an idea and it doesn't quite land properly, the way they present it. So it's not, every idea is not for everybody. But yeah, I mean, I know, like Kansas Kid comes out with stuff and I'll copy him and do videos back of whatever he did, and we go back and forth, stuff like that. I think it comes back to the community, so yeah.
Mhm.
But also people sometimes just feel weird, like, you know, a, a, I got a little mouse in my pocket, kind of strange. Although he doesn't live in my pocket, he lives in a TL30, but
Oh, you're happy to see me. That's just a mouse in your pocket.
yeah, yeah,
Now,
exactly.
Hey,
blue collar, do you keep
Kansas
do you
Kid,
keep
I
your
didn't mean anything negative by that. Just so I get what you're saying. Maybe it's just because I don't have enough gold to put in it right now. That might have something to do with it.
Well,
Hmm.
so I did a video that I think dropped. I videoed it the other day, but it dropped this morning. And in the video, I show this. I talk about, like, if you have one piece of gold, it's like, that's not much. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't get anyone excited. It doesn't get me excited when I'm like, I can't even feel it really. It's just 1 gram Valcambi gold, right? But then when I'm like, well, wait, I can feel that. And so you start off with one little piece, right? And then little by little over the months, next thing you know, you got a lot of weight in your hand and it adds up. So what I tell people is just, look, yeah, you're going to have to start with one little piece, right? But as that builds up in there, it's like, then you get to the point where you don't mind buying just one more little piece, one more dos peso, one more cinco peso, one more 1/10 eagle, even as long as it's just one little piece, but it continues to make it increase the weight over time, over the years, obviously not in a month or anything, but I discovered, I think it's one thing I discovered with stacking, is part of, I think, maybe my addiction with it, is that any one thing in and of itself is okay. But that one thing, and multiply it into quantity, such as Bricktown Silvers, you have a tube of Eagles, fine. Well, I show you a mountain range of Eagles that is like 120 tubes. It's like, oh my gosh, your mind is blown. So anything in quantity is amazing. And so, yeah, I would just start stacking little by little, And the other thing you can do is have a really small pouch, right? Something like this,
Mm.
something really small. So then as you fill it up, it's not like you're trying to fill up something really big. Like, this can hold a lot of gold. This can hold a lot of gold, but a lot less gold, So get a really small little pouch if you want to put it in a pouch. And then if you max it out, upgrade, go to a bigger pouch.
gives you sort of a goal, an ambition
Yeah,
to reach for, I guess. So it's a good
yeah,
thing.
yeah. As Ken's kid would say, act tug. Always keep tubes going, which applies
Mhm.
to like filling tubes, but you can take that same concept and apply it to anything. Just always have little projects going with your stacking, and then you'll end up with all these different elements. Well, actually, you end up with a very eclectic, large stack, but it's the way to go.
Yeah, Littlefoot says one little foot in front of the other little foot.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Which brings me to Littlefoot had a question. He says, "Fish, I have seen the gold you've been adding quickly. Have have you bought any silver recently?"
No. I'm trying to think. I bought some silver bars for my guardhouse box, and I'm about to have to buy some more slab silver because I collect the part of my loser stack that I showed, the slab silver eagles in MS70. So 2026 is coming out soon. I'll be buying that. If the ratio widens to like 90 plus, I would start stacking more silver. But we're moving more and more towards, it seems to me, like where it's going to dip back under 80. Like 80 to 90 is like no man's land, you know. And so we're at the lower end of 80, so I'm stacking gold. But if it goes up to 90 to 1, then I kind of tend to drift back more towards silver. So I care less about what the spot price is and more about which metal's stronger in comparison to the other. And I kind of stack, because I always want to keep stacking. So if you only base upon spot price, well, right now you're stacking nothing because you're like, I'm priced out of the market. But if you base it upon the ratio, then you say, okay, so regardless of what the spot price is, if the ratios, I'll just say 80 to 90 is kind of no man's land for me. And you got to go either way. If it's on the lower end, it's gold. If it's on the higher end, maybe silver. But if it's 90 and above, I'm probably stopping the gold and stacking more and more silver. And then if it's dropping below 80, I'm definitely not buying silver at all. And it's all gold. So I go with a weaker metal. And then you don't have to worry about spot price.
So you play the GSR ratio more.
I play the ratio, but not in respect to like, okay, buy a bunch of this, trade it out, and buy a bunch of that. Just about putting your dollars to use in the best possible way. So if you have, so basically, whatever you say, you have $1,000, and silver is really weak compared to gold, then in theory, buying the silver is a better use of the dollars, you know. But it's not like I'm then taking that silver, selling it for gold down the road when the ratio changes. You know what I mean? I'm not trading the ratio. I'm just using it as a guide versus some arbitrary number of like, well, gold's too high now. Like gold's at 4,000 or silver's at 50. I can't buy over 50. Well, it's all just going to keep going up and up and up. So I don't think you can really base your stacking strategy off of the price, because then you just have already stopped stacking. Right, you're like, oh, it hit my price targets, you know. So, but if you base it off the ratio, then and you're a long-term stacker like us, where we're just going to keep stacking regardless, it at least directs you towards the right metal.
Makes sense. There's quite a few people that I think stack in that general concept, that idea. They don't play the ratio per se, but it sort of guides them on where they should not where they should, but where they do put their money a little bit more.
Yeah. That's kind of what I do with it, for sure.
Which makes sense, because like you said, there's people that said, well, when it goes to 30, I'm not going to buy anymore until the dip. Well, now they wouldn't be buying. Same thing with 40.
You'd just be out of it, right?
Same thing with 35, 40, 45. Yeah, they'd be out of it waiting for the dip that's not going to happen. But like you said, if you not play the ratio, but if you look at the ratio, then you can tell which metal is stronger per se, and that's the one you go after. That's a good way to do it. Yeah,
I mean, you know, in the end, like those are and that even like that what we just talked about, right? That would be like a great content video, how to play the ratio correctly, or like, and take a strong stance. This is how you play the ratio. Now, people would have a lot of strong opinions on gold silver ratio, and so a video like that would get a lot of views, I think. And it's a great conversational thing, and you can, stake your position, your opinion. That's what I think. And then people would be talking about it. And because most people talk about the ratio from the standpoint of trading the ratio versus just using it as a guide.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think trading it is basically the same thing, only you're acting on the ratio versus just, using it as a guide, if you know what I mean. You're kind of trying to put it to good use.
Well, when you're trading the ratio, it's a lot trickier, because now you have your buy and sell premiums. So you got so if you're trading silver for gold, say it drops below 80. Now it drops down to say 78. I actually did sell some when it dropped down to 78 recently. I think up to 78 or 79. I sold a little bit of silver and I got some gold. But there's a premium, the seller's premium when you sell that, or your, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not getting the full amount. It's not like a 1-to-1 swap. You can't walk into a shop and say, what's your two sell prices or your two buy price, you know what I mean? And you just, the shop's going to make a profit. So you lose that. So even if you say like, oh, I'm going to sell when it gets below 80, you really might need to be down to like 75 or 74 to actually make it profitable to do that ratio, depending on what, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I guess it would depend
Depending on the
on where
shop.
you entered, where you entered.
Yeah, it's just not a straight swap. So so whereas if you're just using it as a guide, then say if silver was whatever 40 and that ratio was up at 90 and you're buying more silver right now, well, eventually silver is going to go up and up. So you're kind of buying the metal that's suppressed. So then later on, when the ratio changes, well, that metal that you bought that was suppressed is now you have more of that than you would have had if you bought the other metal.
Right.
You know, so it
Right.
kind of like hedges it that way. But there's no method that's perfect. But for me, that's kind of what I have ultimately landed on. And I've kind of changed my, we've all seen like things have changed, right? You remember when the ratio hit like 120? That was
back in
right.
2020.
Yeah, I mean, and I remember I was still buying gold back then. I was buying silver and gold, but I was buying both. The reality is I should have just been buying nothing but silver at a ratio of 1 to 20. At a ratio of 120, right? I just should have been all silver, but it's hard to just ignore gold, and it's hard to. And so, I really wasn't doing it. But nowadays, if we were up at that, if that ever happened, gold just took off and silver was lagging, I would just be buying silver for sure.
Yeah, but again, would you not be tempted to sell all your gold and just buy silver? Why not?
You could, yeah. I mean, at a ratio of 120, you definitely could, because you're going to be way in the money and you can really put that to use. And when it comes back down, you could trade it. But it's hard to see those big swings like those. If you look at what year it was at 120, I think that's in 2021, something like that. And we're in 2026. So now you're talking about like, and we're not even really where, like a 5-year trading strategy, right? So
Yeah.
it's kind of, it's a real, like, to trade the ratio is a long-term strategy. Like, I think you could maybe trade it like 4 times or 5 times over like a 30 or 40-year period, and it would work. But you have to be in it for the long haul, right? So that's why I don't really bother with that. I just look at it as a guide of maybe the better place to put it, the undervalued asset.
Right. No, it's definitely a good theory, but I mean, I've done a couple of ratio trades with success, it's just right now I'm just kind of waiting for it to get into I think it's going to go in the 60s, maybe even the 50s.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
That would be, people will be, see, and that's where I go back to, like, I mean, refineries are not buying, they're like, oh, we don't want alloyed, and that's eventually going to change. They'll go back to buying alloyed. But I mean, if that ratio drops that much, I mean, the glut and the backlog of silver that's going to be out there, it's like there's going to be a real disconnect between the paper market and the physical market.
Yeah, the problem right now is LBMA is running out of silver.
Yeah.
I know they say, oh, there's no shortage, but there really is a shortage. There's been a deficit in silver for the last 5 years, what's been produced versus what's being used. Now, there's a lot out there, but a lot of it is getting sold and a lot of it's getting melted down, So I think the ratio is going to come back to about 60 or 50 to 1. Somewhere in the 50s.
That would be.
And you think that's short term too, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, when you look at, we're in a bull market, right? So every single bull market, they say that every bull market has a ceiling of silver. Okay. So silver basically lags and then it goes hyperbolic, outperforms gold at the end, and then they both crash. That's the way it's been the last, I think it's 2 or 3 bull markets, serious bull markets. 1980, 2011, and they're saying now. So we'll see.
But what did the ratio hit in 2011?
2011, it was down to 39, I think, when silver peaked at 50.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Littlefoot wants to know, where does platinum fall in your math equation on ratios?
It doesn't really fall in on ratios, but I'm actually, so timely question. I have a video dropping tomorrow about platinum.
There you go.
Yeah. And here is a 1/4 ounce of platinum.
Nice.
It's a little Johnson Mathé platinum.
Nice.
Do I have that upside down? Which way is it? Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah. So, platinum is, I view it as it's a speculative metal. It's an industrial metal, and it's complicated by the fact that when it gets too expensive, historically they've switched to palladium. So if both platinum and palladium are going up, then I think you'd probably be safe. But if platinum's up and palladium's down, I mean, it could quickly shift like it did in the past. But see, technology's changed, and there's a lot of just new technologies and things. So I don't know. I just view it as like almost like a tech stock or a crypto of metals. You know, it's the speculative play for sure. And I really liked platinum because I think being a Gen Xer, many people my age, I'm 50, when we first got exposed to metals, platinum was king, right? Platinum was up. It was above gold or on par with gold. And so, and everything that was good was the platinum edition, which was above the gold edition. So I always associated platinum with the best. And then when I started stacking, I saw platinum down. I was like, I need to stack platinum, you know? And so I started getting into it, but it just did nothing forever. And I know of recent it's done some stuff, but I talk about all that in my video tomorrow. But it's just, I don't know. I want my metals to be boring. I don't want them to be something I have to, you know, like, I just, like, I have enough, or there's, you know, other assets, stocks, crypto, different, you know, some real estate funds and stuff that, like, they're going to be are volatile, but I don't really want my metals to be that volatile. And platinum, I just don't trust. But there's money to be made, I think.
That is for sure.
Yeah. So no one's at. So I put in my. I wanted to see if anyone would say. I put my name as Fish, but I put the dots next to it for, like, what does that mean? You know, like it's a FISH.
Yeah.
Right. It's not an acronym. I just did that just to see if anyone would come up with or ask about it, but nobody did. These are the little games I play with myself.
Hey.
Got to keep yourself entertained, right?
Yeah, yeah. I tell you, like, honestly, like, that was maybe if anyone say, what's the secret of yours? You know, if anyone would be kind enough to say I've had success, right? Just I'm not a big channel, nothing like that, but they say yes, Fish has had success in what he's done with his channel. If you would say that, and you say, well, what's your secret? Mostly entertaining myself. The vast majority of the content I make because I find it funny or hilarious or whatever. And then I'm probably one of the weirdos out there. Well, I definitely am. I'll go back and watch my own content and laugh at myself. And certainly in my older content back in the day when it was a lot of comedy, and there's maybe less comedy now, but, like, entertain yourself in your videos. Don't focus on entertaining other people. Don't focus on, because if you're having a good time and they can tell that you enjoy what you're doing, they're probably going to be having a good time. You know what I mean? So
that's 100%.
That's kind of what I've always focused on. And my wife would be like, come in and she'd see me laughing and just laughing and just smiling, like a big stupid grin on my face, and watching and she's like, wait, are you watching your own video? I'm like, I know, it's so funny. Yeah.
I think that's that's what you got to do, though. You have to make a video, make content that you would watch. Otherwise, why do it?
Yeah, no, exactly. I think some people where they struggle is we all have different personalities, but they try and make content like other people, or try and make content they think other people want, or what. But if you just make content that's true to yourself, what you'll find is there's a lot of other people just as weird as you, and they're just going to find you and they're going to like you, and it's because they relate to you, because they see that this dude is just as goofy as I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's where I took a step back. Was like I was editing one of my videos, and I'm like, I bored the shit out of myself, and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like, I can't. I'm like, I wouldn't watch this. I'm like, I can't do this, and I think that's when I stepped away from making videos for a while, and then I just haven't. I haven't
Yes.
found like the drive and like the right way to get back into it, because I don't want to just post a video just to post a video. I want
Yeah.
to post something that I would watch so then other people would watch. Because I'm not
Mhm.
going to waste my time and edit and try and do everything the right way, and then it turn out like something I wouldn't want to watch.
Mr. and Mrs. West Texas just put the acronym is Fish Intense Silver Horde.
Okay.
So they put, yeah. I was hoping people would come up with an acronym for fish. That's in the running. Okay. Sorry.
Kansas Kid has it too. My main rule is don't make it a job, and that's another thing. Like the channels that want to grow and get sponsored and all, I get it. You know, that's your thing, and it turns into a job. You know, if you're trying to put 3, 4, 5 videos out a week, and you're trying to, you know, that's not what I didn't want to make it another job.
Yeah, no, for sure. You gotta have you gotta figure out that balance. That's why I like doing videos like several and then just scheduling them, and then you can take a break for several days from making any videos, and
Yeah,
yeah.
I like your videos. I like Kansas Kid too, because Kansas Kid, he basically, he talks to the audience. Hey guys, I was just thinking today, how he goes through his motion,
Yeah.
and he always asks a question like, "What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments." And it gets you engaged, it gets you thinking.
Oh wait,
You're much the same way.
Bullion Baby has I think he might he did my acronym as fish is still here question mark.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's
That
a
is
good one. Fish is still here question mark. Yeah. You never know. I might have nuked my channel.
I was in there, said he's putting 100 little platinums in his poucho.
Yeah. Splinter. His poucho is named after I believe a Marvel character maybe, or DC comic character. Splinter.
Splinter is from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Splinter was the rat in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think he was the one in the sewer that trained him, maybe, or something like that. I can't remember the.
Yeah. I remember. Let's see. I must have been. It's funny to think about all the different things that, like, I know everyone has stories like this. So I was dating my wife. So I was 15, I guess. Probably. No, it might have been before. So I might have been 14. I remember going to the comic store, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles had just come out, the original ones. And they wanted it was like $12, and this is back when comics were so cheap. And I'm just a kid. I didn't have the money. And I was like, I'm not sure. And then I think I ended up getting like maybe the second and third copies. And these were the original, not the reprints. These were when they first hit the market, a comic store back in the day. And I ended up just kind of, not getting or I got a couple and then I sold them, and I just think like so many pieces of man, there was a lot of money that would be like, if I had the original mint condition Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like 1 through 5 original mint. Oh my gosh.
Well, of course.
That's huge though.
Like Pokemon cards or anything else like that, right?
Yeah. I mean, just think about all the things. Yeah, you just threw it away, Oh my gosh. But you never know what that one thing's gonna be, For every Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle issue 1, that's worth thousands and thousands of dollars, there's piles of Beanie Babies everywhere. So
Right. Exactly.
I'll be right back. I got my pups hoofing at me. I'll be right back.
Yeah, when you get back, I gotta let my dog in too. I left her outside. She's chilling, but she's barking a little bit. She wants to come in.
Okay. I got one sitting next to me on the couch here, snoozing. Yeah. There's a good crowd in the chat.
What's that?
So we've got a good crowd in the chat here.
Yeah, very good crowd. It's still 27.
What's up, Thousand? It didn't even dawn on me. I mean, we just read his question, but it didn't even dawn on me he was in the chat. What's up, Thousand? We had a big old discussion about you earlier.
Now,
Big old discussion.
did you do a live stream with Thousand Air the other night? Did I miss it?
No, I popped in. Like I basically I was like, let me in, and then you guys let me in on the stream, and then I
No, I
chatted
was
with
talking about your own stream. You had
no.
come on at 11:30 or something a couple nights ago.
Oh
It was
no,
on
I had
Wednesday
a
night.
that was
Oh, that was okay, Red Balls, yeah.
yeah, it was a surprise pop-up Fury. And so it was like fast and furious. Like I think I did it in 25 minutes solo style, which normally I have a co-host with me. So this was just a quick pop-up. 15 losers entered, one walked away champion. He hasn't even contacted me, but I know he's probably busy. He'll get back with me. But yeah, the real Cash Patel, aka Flush with Cash, won a prospector, and he won one of my new channel bars that are coming out soon,
Oh, nice.
which is
Yeah, I saw him in there.
2.2
I saw
ounces.
him there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for some reason I thought Thousand Air was coming on with you that night.
No. I'm sure maybe one day we'll do something like that. But no, he was it was not. He was not he was in it. Thousand Air was in
In the
the
chat, yeah.
Fury. Yeah, he was in the Fury. So basically, I did a pop-up golf for everybody, for all of my channel members. I don't plan on doing like a tremendous amount of members only stuff. Like the members, like you're supporting me, I appreciate it. So I'm gonna get some swag packs going out to different people, but I need to get in some more updated swag stuff. And I just plan to do some pop-up calls now and then, but all of my content is going to be available to everybody. I don't want people to feel like they have to join the members to get the content. So all of my normal videos, if I do a members only video that you see out there for anyone in the chat and you're not a member, which is totally fine, and you see a members only, you're not missing content. It's a video of me talking directly to the members about something that I have going on for them specifically. So it's just doesn't apply to you, but it's not me. It's not like I'm showing them here's my silver and gold that I'm not showing the other people or whatever, like normal content goes to everybody.
Yeah, it's
How
funny.
rude.
I saw one pop up the other day. It said members only, and I clicked on it, and I got in it, and I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Because I
That
know
was
I'm
just
not a
different
member.
members only.
Maybe.
Really?
I don't know.
That's a whole different website, members only, okay?
So
Oh yeah. Members only fans.
Littlefoot says he's pretty sure he was the first member of Fish.
hold on. I will tell you. I will tell you who the first member was. We will see if Littlefoot has earned his AKA or if he has absolutely humiliated his AKA. Let's see. We go to earn. We go to members. We have 17 members. The
Silver Hordian says he's starting OnlyFans just so he can afford his more silver.
That's not a bad idea.
So Littlefoot, I show you. It's tough to say you are in the first day, but I actually showed Dutch as number one. I have Dutch, Austrian Stacker, and then Beam Becky as 1, 2, and 3. But you are on the same day, Littlefoot, according to what I just looked at.
Okay, so Littlefoot, you're a day oneer. That's
yeah. And I would say that you have done you've done your AKA proud. Okay. I'm going back to the stream. Yes, I'm sorry. I am Kansas Kids number one. I had no idea. It must have just he must have started members right when I went to his channel, because I went there and I'm like, members, what? Join. And then boom, I'm number one. I'm like, yes, I am number one.
Well,
I was trying to think of something for memberships, and I'm like, I can't really nothing I can offer. I suggested the blue collar that we do members, and they can get into the pre-show and the after show, because sometimes that's better than the show itself.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good morning, Leilani. Good to see you. The Flying Dutchman, good to see you as well.
Dutch in the house. What's up, Dutch? Oh wait, I'm in top chat. Let me go to all chat.
All my rods in the house. I just saw that.
Ah, there we go. I see that now. Oh my rod. Why have I seen that one in here before?
I think
I've seen
All
that
My
before.
Rod, if I'm not mistaken, was an LBS guy that we
Okay.
kind of latched onto.
Okay.
Thousand Air expects you to start filling a Hello Kitty bag now.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I was actually looking on Amazon for one.
What does Emerald say?
I'm gonna send you one now. Now I gotta send you one.
Oh, I'm gonna hold you to it now,
Oh shit.
and I'm gonna put all these silvergrams in there.
My wife's gonna wonder why I'm buying a Hello Kitty bag and sending it to someone else.
Just when you say who started that, just own that one and don't say it came from fish. Okay.
No, I mean it sort of fits though. Like a cat chases a mouse, right? That's
Yeah,
a thing.
that's what I'm thinking.
Well, somebody actually, who
That's
was it?
G.
Somebody has a cat. Yeah, FG. You're right. FG. That's right. Yeah. And yeah. And I was like, I think I put on his thing. He was the anti-hero Palcho because he's
Kansas
going
Kid, we
after the
can
mice.
exchange. Kansas Kid wants me and you to exchange pouches.
Saw that. That is funny.
That sounds dirty, but I don't know, man.
Exchange pouches.
Yeah, check
We,
out
we
here.
get
Here's
each
my
other
pouch.
like a crazy pouch.
Oh, nice. His JK's older sister likes the Palcho videos. I mean, I really think they appeal to all people. It's a very relatable way. Like if people are struggling to understand what stacking's about, and then they're like, "This is what it's about. It's
See,
about your
now,
little buddy."
like I use my wife's Amazon, so now if I find like a little
Oh,
pouch and I send it for some, if I send it off to someone else, she's gonna wonder what the hell I'm doing.
okay. So this is something I have to say. This I just discovered this. So in my on my main page, my description, you can go in there. I'm basically sponsored by myself, right? I don't have any sponsorships. So I have all my Amazon links, right? And people have been buying Palchos, and but I didn't realize this is how it works. So when you click on one of my links and then you go buy a Palcho, or you don't go buy a Palcho, but you look at one and then you're like, oh, but I still have this in my Amazon cart, and you check out, I get commission on it. I've been getting commission on other people's Amazon purchases. So literally a way to support my channel, I'm just saying, I'm shilling myself here, is you just go to my link, click on the Amazon, and then go do your Amazon shopping, and Fish will get commission. It's crazy. I mean, people, and it shows if they bought one of my items that I've put a link to, and it'll be like, no, they did not. However, they bought Gain laundry detergent, and they bought Scotch tape, and they bought earbuds, and I got commissions on all of that other stuff. I'm like,
Yeah, that's pretty
really?
cool.
That is pretty cool. And I don't think I've made much. I think I'm up to like 14 or 15 bucks. You don't make it until it ships, and then there's a few days to make sure they don't return it. But yeah, I mean, I'm like, that is amazing. And that's a super like kind of passive way that people could support other channels. If you're like, I really like this guy, I want to support him, man, you just go click on their thing and do your normal Amazon shopping right through their link, and they get commissions on all the stuff. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, I'm gonna start shopping through my own account somehow and see if that works. So at least I can get a discount off of everything I'm buying on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that works. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm gonna tell like my kids, hey, just go to my YouTube, click on there, and we'll start getting commissions. It'll increase your Christmas presents if you do it this way.
Becky
How did
said
you
it's
even like come
for
across this? Because like
24 hours.
I looked up pouch, like animal pouch, like pouch. I'm trying to find it on Amazon. I did Amazon
Yeah.
animal pouch, and it
So
came up
what you
with
have to
like
what you have to type in is, if you want to do like a search, is type in leather coin pouches, and then if you type in leather coin zippered pouches,
Or you
and
could
there's
just go to Fish's channel and
right.
click on the
Click on
link.
one of those, and then if you don't like the one, it'll show you a bunch of similar ones down below. Yeah.
I'm
But
trying
I
to
mean,
find a real nice one for blue collar.
All right, share that screen. Come on.
I'm using my phone.
Ah, Jesus.
hold on.
Put it in front of the camera. And let's see your credit card number, but not my home address.
See,
there you go.
hey, I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you the one that he needs. This is the one he needs. Oh, what was that? I just saw something. Oh man, I just lost our stream. Where are we? Oh, here we go. Let me go back to the stream and try it differently. Okay. There's one. There's a company that makes the best quality ones, which is called I think it's called Hide and Drink.
I don't want to get him a good quality one. I want to get him one that falls apart when he puts like 3 pieces in there.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, when
So
I'm running from the Russians and all my Dos Pesos are trailing behind me.
Right. Okay, Shark Palcho. Here we go. I just clicked on my Amazon.
Look, you said
Yeah,
that,
okay.
and I was just looking at this one.
Oh, okay. Is that a Shark Palcho?
I don't know what it is. It is a one-piece shark coin purse.
See this one here?
It is a plush coin purse.
There's a Shark Palcho right there. And that comes up then. So that company though, they have some other ones. It's called Hide and Drink. So if you're trying to find it, well, you can just Google Hide and Drink. But on my link there, if you go to the Shark Poucher, that'll take you to that page. You can click on the Visit Hide and Drink store, and you can scroll through all their leather goods. I mean, they make everything. Like you can have like all sorts of leather goods, not just pouches and stuff. But they make really, it's like super quality. Like my Senior Poucho is Hide and Drink, and so is Speedy.
Oh, I want to get one like where he puts like 3 pieces in there and it just disintegrates.
Oh, that's a burlap Palcho.
Let's see. I'm trying to go back. Thousandaire says he takes quarters out of a Poucho to pay the parking meter. Parking meters still take quarters?
I thought they all took credit cards now.
Well, imagine they would.
Usually you got to download an app and pay that way.
Really?
That's generally how you do it now, yeah.
Thousandaire lived in the 1950s. Don't you guys realize that?
That's true. He lives in Pennsylvania, so
Yeah.
Maybe they don't have that kind of sophisticated parking meter yet.
Uber shows up. The Uber shows up on a horse and buggy, and he's Amish.
All right.
There are a lot of Amish in Pennsylvania.
There was a dude the other day on Whatnot, the Amish stacker or something like that, or Amish something or other. And I was like, dude, Amish on the internet? And he goes,
Amish on the internet. That's
how
funny.
does that work out? I thought you don't have electric, cable, none of that shit.
They go to the public library.
My pastor, right? So he'll be talking about giving a sermon on something, basically on like how we're supposed to, the Great Commission in Matthew 28:19, go make disciples of all nations, baptizing in the name of blah, blah, blah. So we're basically supposed to be a light in the world and teach people about Christ, right? And then he talks about the Amish and about how like, yeah, you can do it that way where you just all like in your own little community and you're not part of society, but you're not impacting anybody. And then he says, and every time I preach about the Amish, he goes, you know how many emails I've gotten back? 0, because they don't have electricity.
That's right. They can't follow along.
Yeah, he goes, I could talk about them all day long. I don't get a single hate email back at me. They have no idea.
Go to the public library where, because my brother he got a dog from the Amish and they had like a little puppy mill. And like in the ad, like he found it online and it's like, might take time to reply. We go to check the email once a week or something. So they take the horse and buggy and go to the public library to go online. So
is that the one you like, Kansas Kid? The double? You got a double nubble. You got a side for silver and gold.
There you go. One side for platinum, one side for gold, one side for silver and gold.
Somebody, who was it? Maybe it was FGC or no, maybe it was somebody had a double and then it had like a little, for lack of a better word, like a little butthole on the, like underneath, like So there was like two side pouches and then like this underneath secret pouch. Who was that? And then it's like continued to like more stuff came out of that poucho.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was very. I don't remember if it was an animal though. It might not have been a. But that's what I was thinking. Was it FGC? Like, because what was his poucho? Was it a cat?
Look at this one. This one
FG
has a
has like
convenient
a
belt loop on it.
FG has like it's like a plastic one. It's like a cat. It's like a almost a Hello Kitty type thing,
No, I don't think it was
but
his.
not Hello
Is
Kitty.
that hide and drink there? Or no, that's a different one.
Yeah, this is no, this is Jack and something. Jack and I don't know.
Jack and Coke.
Jack and Coke. Yeah.
Jack,
No, it's Jack and Chris.
Jack and Chris.
Why are both of you guys whining at me today? Both of my dogs are sitting here whining at me today.
This one's got a convenient strap on.
Whoa,
That doesn't sound right.
that's for Monday nights.
You can strap that on.
This is
Hey,
a
it's smaller
kid-friendly
than a
show.
soda can. Smaller than a soda.
I told my wife I was going on a family show, guys.
Leave it to blue collar.
Hey, listen, you assumed, man.
It's a convenient strap on.
Look, it's got a little strap. You can belt it right on.
There you go.
This one's pretty cool.
This way, when you're running from the Russians, you're not gonna drop.
Yeah.
Who says it's gonna be the Russians?
I don't know if it's the Russians. Maybe the Chinese. Who knows? Probably the liberals.
I'm thinking on bringing back I'm thinking on doing it. I'm not sure. I'm bringing back the Putin.
What are you bringing
High
back?
Desert Pioneer. We're still here. We're still alive.
The Putin. It was it was like an old map from like the 1700s called the Palcho Underground Tunnel Network, and it was how Senior Palcho would get his gold from all over the world through an underground tunnel network, and the Putin. But something you just said reminded me of. You said Russians. That was it. Yeah.
The Russians, yeah.
Yeah, the Russian. That was how he got his Russian gold, was through the Putin.
I'm gonna get you this one. Then you can wear it like Little John.
What is that?
It's a pouch. It's a pouch.
That's like a cinch
Oh,
top.
wow. Yeah. That's like to really nerd out on your. That's like what the heck?
And you can wear it like
a little coin pouch, and I guess it goes on your. Yeah.
Oh, I found the mouse pouch.
It's like some kind of Robin Hood stuff right there.
Oh, this is a different
Kansas Kid says he has that poucho.
Which one? The
one
Robin Hood one?
I'm not sure.
That one?
The Little John one?
Oh, for his plague doctor suit. That's what I was thinking. Like, it looks like a medieval pouch. Yeah. For his plague doctor suit.
Oh my God. I was watching one of Moby's videos the other day, and Kansas Kid was in it, but they blocked his head out.
Okay. Wait, whose video was it?
His son's.
Okay. They blocked. Okay, I got you.
All right, guys, I'm shopping for pouchos now.
Yeah.
We're going a little poucho shopping.
Yeah. Yeah, man, they're just taking over. It's great.
I want to find like the craziest one.
Yeah.
So
you can get the mouse in pink.
You were saying how coin collectors are nerds in your last video?
Yeah.
But still, man, you were like, "Oh, we're about the nerdiest thing on YouTube."
Right.
Stamp collectors. Come on.
Well, you're right. That is pretty. That is there a community of stamp collectors on YouTube?
There's a community of everything on YouTube.
Yeah,
stamp collecting is still a thing.
I mean, okay, hold on.
Wait, I gotta ask Kansas Kid. Do I have to get BCS like a nice poucho, like a nice serious poucho, or can it be like a joke poucho?
Like a little Hello Kitty one?
Like a Hello Kitty one?
Okay, so I mean, is stamp collecting still a thing? I don't know. You tell me.
Well, I would think it is. Oh, you got stamps. Nerd.
Yes. We got Hello Kitty and stamp collecting on this video right now. Now, this one actually came from Kansas Kid.
I'll have to
He sent
hear
me
it.
this. Right? Kansas Kid sent me
nice.
this.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So is stamp collecting a thing? Not only do I have new stamps, also when someone sends me a package with cool stamps, they're also saved. So yeah,
I found
Yeah.
it.
we are nerds. It's just the way it is.
I mean, this one even comes with a belt. Look, you get a belt, a pouch, everything. You're all set. Just wrap that around your waist and go.
That's the one right there. That is the one.
The strap on.
The Kansas Kid.
Oh my God.
Kansas Kid says it can be whatever is best fitting in your opinion. I wanted to know, like, is it supposed to be like a joke, like poucho that we send each other, or does it have to be like a real poucho?
That's up to you, man.
Well,
How much gold does it have to be in the pouch?
He says you can wear it at the fun show.
No, I like that. I like that leather one with the 2 zippers. Like
Oh,
that
I found it.
dual poucho.
I found it. I found it. There it is.
I'm gonna text it to you. Oh, get out of here, dude.
What is it?
Hold on. I'm gonna text it to you so it's on my shopping list.
This one,
do I
because
share it?
Precious Metals has your heart. I mean, that's it. It's perfect.
Yeah.
You love Precious Metals.
How do I share this thing? Trying to text it to you. I can't
Where
figure it
is
out.
the fun show? Oh, that would be funny.
You see Blue Collar walking around with a poucho hanging from his waist.
Oh, there we go. All right, coming at you,
Mouse is quite popular, I see.
Yeah.
Mr. Vegas. Coming at you, buddy.
I mean, I wouldn't do it, but you could, in theory, put Speedy around your waist, be hanging off. You know what I'm saying? It's not very secure.
Well, you can't send me the one that you want.
That's on my Christmas list now. You got to get it.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, my birthday's coming up.
That is a nice one.
Hey, you want to see what I got for my birthday?
It's a dual poucho, and you can put it on your belt. That's perfect.
Yeah,
So when the Russians are coming, you're all set.
the Russians. I want to see what I got for my birthday. Hold on.
It's not even your birthday yet. Why are you getting birthday
No,
gifts?
my mother-in-law sold a bunch of gold, so I took her into OJ's the other day, and he gave her a real good deal. So she's like, "Oh, let me buy you something for your birthday. It's coming up." I said, "Okay."
Your mother-in-law sold a bunch of gold and you didn't buy it from her?
No, gold jewelry,
Oh, they
like
still
old
buy
scrap
that?
gold, basically. She got like $4 grand worth of gold, man.
Nice.
Okay, you ready?
Set.
That's what I got.
Is that a 2-ouncer?
Oh no,
It's a 5-ouncer.
that's 100 gram.
Oh, 100 gram. Okay.
Grammer?
100 grammer.
100 grammer.
She's a beaut, Clark.
100 grammer.
Nice little birthday present, huh?
Hell yeah.
And hold on, I'm not done. Oh, Jesus. Get out of there. There we go. Got a little 1-ounce A-mark,
Nice.
right?
Is that one of those with the you got like the lot numbers versus serial numbers?
Exactly. It's a 01A0100.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
picky though, man. Couple of grams.
Very
Couple of
nice.
grams for change in lieu of cash.
It's awesome.
And while I was there, I picked up
Wait, there's more.
some loser stack.
Oh,
Hey,
Ooh.
10 JFKs, BU JFKs.
Very nice.
it was plaid or 40%?
No, they're 90%.
Oh, How is that a loser stack?
Well, I thought anything with copper in it is a loser stack.
Oh, anything that's not no. No, yeah, well,
You can't sell them, so I guess it's a loser
yeah,
item.
it could be. It could be. Yeah, it could be. I've done a lot of videos about. I don't think I called anyone that stacks constitutional losers.
Kansas Kid says 90% isn't loser.
Right. I
Oh.
didn't think so. Yeah, no, I'm like, did I say that? I don't think I said that. I've talked about like how people buy, like paying premiums online, but I mean, 90%'s on sale. My only thing, like when I did my whole series on my hot takes on constitutional, the general idea was, look, if you're a long-term stacker and you have a nice fat stack, hey man, constitutional's on sale, go for it. But if you're someone new that just jumped into it, be careful if you put all your money in constitutional and then you're one of these new guys that suddenly needs their money back and no one will buy it, you know, and you're going to take a haircut. So
Yeah.
you might be better off right now focusing more on 3.9s and just picking at constitutional, but then all the constitutional people were in an uproar, you know, because you've basically insulted their mother, you know. But I mean, it's
the thing
true.
is though, I mean, it's all about the spread, right? So if you're gonna sell it for $5 back, you're gonna pay $3 back or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still
But I think
spread.
like the people that bought it like a freaking a month ago, say, right, at normal premium prices, and then suddenly their dealer went from I buy it at 2 back to now I buy it at 6 back, and silver hasn't really gone up because it came down from 53 when they bought it. And I mean, those people are underwater if they try and sell it. There's no way around it. So that was my only point, which was like, hey, just to the new stackers, to people who are just jumping into this, you know, I mean, silver's at all-time highs. So even CNN and freaking MSNB, all the you know, mainstream media is talking about silver. So people are hearing about it, jumping into the community. Like, just be careful, because right now, 90% has shown its colors, you know, or showed its cards. You know what I'm saying? That when there's a glut, it's not what you want to be in. If you know, I mean, but most people in the community have a nice fat stack, but not everybody. A lot of people are just starting out, which is like everyone, all of us at one point were just starting out, you know. So yeah, but I don't think 90% is definitely not loser stack.
Oh, then I got to take all this off the stage.
That's 90%. That's all 90%.
I was like, oh, loser stack.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a loser, baby.
Yeah.
Now this.
Yeah, no, that's good. This whole under here is all under my this whole base of this little pile is all 90%.
Is that a loser stack? A graded war nickel?
Yeah, 100%. That's premium loser.
Isn't the grading worth more than the nickel itself, probably?
Yeah, that's premium loser right there. That's my type of loser.
I got an
stack.
even better loser stack item. You ready?
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Graded copper. How about some graded copper?
You know, I mean, there actually might be more value in that graded copper from a like selling it standpoint than that nickel.
Yeah, I bought 10 of these slabs and a PCGS box.
Wait. You bought 10 of those?
Yeah, for like 40.
Okay, loser. Total loser. Yeah.
For $40? Come on, that's not a loser move. I could sell these for like $8, $9.
Oh, you got 10 of them for $40?
Yeah, plus the box, plus the PCGS box.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hold on. I have a situation.
Oh.
Yeah. Let me go.
Right behind me.
Let me go transfer her to her mother real quick. Hey, come on, Cushy. I'll be right back. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
I got mine whining right behind my chair too.
Hey, David, did you take Cushy? Yes, to go.
I love having.
Yeah, I will. I choose this sleeping in here. Okay, I'm back. I transferred her over.
Hunter, do you want to whine to the chat? Huh? You want to whine at everybody? Good boy.
My dog's outside still. Let me go get that girl. You guys.
I'm glad that that blue collar mentioned that. Like, I mean, that he thought the 90% was the loser. Like, that's not the loser. The loser is the 40% and the 35% and the graded copper pennies.
He's got a tube of 40% on his desk, his show, or on his little stage there.
Yeah.
40%. And then then he put his two
Oh.
big losers right out in front. That's a good one.
Yeah, Kansas Kid, because he's into these. The 10%, he had them in his loser stack video. The 10%, what are those? The pesos that I don't know what the denomination of the peso is. I think maybe they're pesos, something like that. 1 peso, 10%.
Yeah, those are
Silver.
losers.
Yeah.
There you go. Great.
The thing that I love about the loser stack that between myself and Kansas Kid and all the people that have been put is like we've just it's like we're just all it's just giant we're just confessing and it's just putting it out there, so it's it's been pretty funny watching what everyone has. Yeah.
I got to be honest. When I first saw that video where you said 90% is dead and this and that, I kind of disagreed with it, and I was like, I want to put out like an answer to it, but I don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, a lot of people put out answers to it. It was great, like for sure. I mean, that's why I make content, is to create discussion and if you disagree, I mean, like immediately, like bam, 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 videos were firing off, disagreeing, which was great, Great.
Yep. Yeah, because I got to be honest, I was kind of pissed off because I just bought a shitload of 90%.
It hurt some feelings, it definitely hurt some feelings, when you just bought what I said is not the thing to buy. But
it hurt my feelings.
I know. It was you got feelings.
I love my jingling 90%.
When I made that very first one that said constitutional is now junk, that was the first video I made in that series. And the reason is because I went into my bullion dealer and he's like, hey, you're not going to believe this. And I'm like, what? And I was buying some Dos Pesos. And he goes, overnight, the refineries just changed their buyback to 4 back. He goes, so I'm like at 6 back or something. And I'm like, holy cow, And so they went from like buying at melt to buying at 1 back to buying at 2.5 back or something. And we all talked about this the other night, remember? And then you looked up what I said and you confirmed that I was spot on with my dates. And like when my bullion dealer told me that, I was just kind of like shocked, like, holy cow. Because silver's going up, people are going to be trying to sell. This is going to be an issue. And so I just made that video. It was a little controversial type topic, but I would argue it was not clickbait because I literally talked about what the video title said, and that's the position I held. But it was just to kind of warn people, like, this is coming. And then within a few more days, the refineries stopped taking silver altogether. And then every major channel put out all this information. And I'm just like, bro, where were you 2 days ago when I put out that same information? And that was where my pride.
They still haven't gotten back to taking 90%. And a lot of their fractional gold pieces are all 5-week delays.
Dub C Coins gave you a heart. He loves you.
I got a heart from Dub C.
Their platinum is 5 to 3 weeks delayed.
Hey, Thousand Air Radio. Gritty. Oh, that's his AKA is Gritty. Gritty, check it out. I got a video coming out tomorrow just for you, buddy. Just for you.
Platinum.
Can you make me go big? Can you make my screen big?
No.
Fluff them up. Fluff them up.
Fluff it up. Do I have this the right way?
Come on, focus.
Yes, I do. Sorry, there you go.
There you go. Nice little platinum piece.
What's the date on that? What is the date?
88.
1988, I think.
So I would consider that vintage. Anything before like 90.
I'll tell you. Hold on. Let me bust out my. So as I continue to shill myself, if you need one of these, you can go to my description, click on the Amazon link, and boom, buy one. I have the scale that you can buy to weigh your stuff. I have the loop that you can use. So I got it all, man. Fishy Fish is here for the masses. 1988. Yeah. So anyways, Thousand Air. I thought you would like that one. The video tomorrow for you. Little Platty discuss. You might not like the discussion. Gritty might not like the discussion, but that's okay. I like to make videos that people don't always agree with. But I think you'll like a few things in the video.
That's good. You gotta
Yeah.
find something you'll like in there.
Yeah, I was telling you about those 2 platinum 1/10 that sold on Whatnot the other night. I was like, oh man.
Littlefoot says Thousandaires, AKA of Gritty, is better than his AKA of size 7 in ladies.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll come up with a new one, Littlefoot. That was just a placeholder. It was a place. Sometimes you got a placeholder, you know.
Ladies, my Mercedes holds 4 in the back too, and you're fat. Why are you whining still, huh? I got my oldest one whining. He never whines at me. Oh, now you want to whine too? Now my youngest one's whining. Little buttheads here. What, you guys want
I
on?
agree, JK. I agree. And if you're talking to me, Mr.
Where
Happy,
you
thank
guys
you.
at? There. Is that what you want? You want to be on the? You want to be on the show?
You want to be on
King,
TV?
come here.
You're famous.
Thousandaire screens. That's funny.
Come on, clean that office up, goddammit.
Holy cow. Oh, the pity. You got a Stafford too?
I got
What's his name?
I got 2 pits. I got a blue nose and a red nose.
Okay.
The red nose is Hunter, and the blue nose is Kingsley.
Oh, wow. So do they have an Instagram page? Because if so, my girls do, and then we can our girls can be friends.
No, they don't. I'm surprised my
Oh.
wife has not made them one. Yes,
Well,
my
my wife
office
did make
is a
one,
mess.
and it's like a 9 or 10-year-old Instagram page for the dogs. I don't think we've updated it, or she's updated it in probably a couple of years. But when I find out people have dogs, then we always trade the dog things.
Cartier wants to know what the 1/10 platinum sold for. One was a Britannia, went for 150, and the other one was a 90. I want to say a 99 Eagle, went for 180.
Yeah, those are
110.
both good deals. That's for sure.
Real good deals, man. Real good deals. I don't know why I didn't pull the trigger. I was just like sitting there like an idiot.
I mean, you got something against platinum? I don't know.
Thousandaire just said, "Do we not look at ourselves in the mirror? Why not watch our own videos?" We actually had a discussion about how I love to watch my own videos because I find myself hilarious.
He might be delayed. That might be why he's commenting on.
Oh,
Oh, maybe
delayed.
he's behind. Yeah, he might be behind.
Oh, he's waiting. Okay.
So in about 10 minutes, he'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know because he commented to Gritty though, and AKA
Yeah.
007.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to say,
going
hey,
back and forth.
Thousandaire from the future.
He
Right.
said goodbye to self
Catch up,
hoarding.
buddy. Catch up.
I don't know. There were a couple comments that he made that I thought he was like maybe a little bit behind, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I've been wrong.
I've done that where I got onto a live and I didn't. It just, for whatever reason, it started me like 20 minutes back, and I'm listening. I'm looking at the comments and nothing's making sense, and then I'm making comments and no one's saying like, "Hey, what's up, Fish? How you doing?" And I'm like, I'm like, what is going on? It's not, it's
like everybody's ignoring me, man. What the hell? I thought I said hello.
Which
is funny because I went into a stream last week, I think it was, and I was putting all sorts of comments and nobody was commenting back. And then I realized it's because my comments weren't showing up.
Yeah. You blocked.
It doesn't tell you when you're banned from that channel. That's funny.
Oh, okay. Wow. Maybe was I banned? I don't think I was banned from that. I might be.
Might have been Nichols' channel.
It was funny. I'm like, how come like, and then I like look and I'm like, wait, my comments aren't even showing up. I'm like, oh, okay. I see. You don't want my comments in your chat. That's fair.
You got to break out your alter ego name.
I got to create one, you never know. Sometimes you just got to create an alter ego to figure things out.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, it's been little over 2 hours. I have 2 whiny dogs, and I do need some sleep.
I hear you.
And I'm sure you guys have things to do on your Saturday.
Yep, I got to go get after it.
Huh? Why are you pawing at me? This one's pawing at me. My oldest one. He never paws at me. Here, you want on here too? Big old noggin. There. Oh, now you camera shy, butthead. Okay. So thank you, Fish, for being on. If you know, you know. Thank you for sharing your knowledge, your insight, your stacking strategies. We greatly appreciate it. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Quit your whining.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you guys having me on and everyone in the chat hanging out. It was a good time, good Saturday morning. I'm about to go do some lawn work, and then I'm going to the grocery store to get some chicken and steaks, and we are grilling.
Nice.
It sounds like a good day.
Yeah.
Thanks, Vegas, for having me on. Appreciate you,
Yeah,
brother.
anytime. I'll send you an invite maybe next week. B and Becky, thank you for being here. Mr. Happy Stacker, Littlefoot, Cartier Silver, JK Pioneer, Kansas Kid, Leilani, as always, Oh My Rod, Thousandaire Radio, listening while he's getting ready to work, probably going to work, probably working now.
From the past in the future.
Yes, past,
Future
present,
Thousandaire.
future. Emerald Coast Stacker, whoever else is lurking, we greatly appreciate you. How about the tunnels? I don't know about the tunnels.
He's talking about the Putin. He's talking about the Putin. Yeah, the Putin may make a reappearance. We'll see.
Nice. Bootsy was in here. Emerald Coast, Cartier.
Hey,
Matt
thanks, Nerd UK. Appreciate you.
Nerd UK. Yes, thank you. And all the other UK people. Greatly appreciate you tuning in this afternoon for you guys.
I didn't realize Nerd UK was in the chat earlier, and then everyone kept saying nerd this, nerd that, and I'm like, what are they talking about? And then I saw Nerd UK, and I was like, oh, they're talking to Nerd.
They're like, you calling me a nerd? That's rude.
Yeah, I know. Well, I didn't know if they were talking about because I did the video calling everyone a nerd, so I wasn't sure. I wasn't quite tracking, but then I got it finally.
Yeah, that could have been two. You never know. Could have been a double standard.
Yeah.
2 birds, 1 stone. We don't have anybody lined up for Monday yet, but we'll figure something out. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your weekend and go out there and enjoy it. Have some fun. Get some fresh air.
Absolutely, everybody. Thank you. And anybody that wants to come on Monday, hit us up.
Yeah. Hey, just thank you very much, man. I appreciate you guys having me on. It was a great time and good discussion. And I appreciate you letting me just talk about whatever.
We appreciate you.
Anytime you want to come on, Fish, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Alrighty, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Peace.
Peace.
Peace out.